City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people, this is city. I met all my best friends, and I wanna thank every brick. I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ike's place while we'd roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoned, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm Xavier, then I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion and it's mine.
How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. Me and my hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I dance around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block. Like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
Yo, what it do? Okay, now I'm okay. Never mind. I was like, I'm hearing it twice and it's making my face go crazy, but I didn't know why. But now I understand what I did is because I had the tab open. Anyway, good morning. Well, aloha, folks. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the show. It is Tuesday, just time for a little general kickback with the fam type situation. Sorry, I didn't get an opportunity to set up the post earlier because, man, it's just been busy. I've been streaming like hours a day, every day since like Saturday. It's been a long week, lots and lots and lots of streaming. And if you're an Ecamm user and you just got finished watching the boys put out the latest version, it's still in beta, but good Lord. I'm not allowed to talk about a lot of it now, but hey, the beta's public, so you can go into the beta group inside of Ecamm, sign up and download it. But my goodness, it is ridiculous. Like, holy schmoly. I didn't have a chance to download it on this machine. I have it on the M1 Purple, and my goodness, it's just crazy, bruh. It's crazy. Hey, Serenity Journey, thank you, man. That was you know, you hate to say it was fun because fun's not the right word, but it is definitely empowering to see the community come together for such a dope cause. I mean, that's the thing for me, right? You know, like seeing everybody pull together, seeing people put in like massive, massive, massive hours. You know, I got a couple messages from Owen was just like, yo, I'm like moved, fam. You know what I mean? And that goes a long way, man. It's hard to put that into words right now. And you guys know me. I'm normally not like the type of cat who's lost for words, but yeah, this week has been extremely special in so many ways when it comes to seeing the community like round together and just do the damn thing. Like sometimes you just gotta put everything aside and just realize, you know, game recognized game, like what's really going on, right? And I guess when you put these thoughts into context and you realize half the stuff, Miss Eileen ain't here yet, half the stuff that you're tripping over or freaking out over or holding yourself back because or whatever, you realize that it's pseudo meaningless. I mean, it's meaningful to you at the moment because you haven't overcome that hurdle. But when you put it into proper perspective, right? When you put your hurdles in the proper perspective, to coin the phrase of my boy Rich Graham, you got nothing. Like, really though, like you're tripping over being afraid of a camera? Put that into perspective to like real world situations. Put that into perspective to stuff like, you know, Brother Owen is going through, or stuff like these damn wildfires is just ripping Greece apart and Oregon and California and stuff like that. Like people legit losing homes out here and you afraid of a camera? I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. I have zero feelings for that kind of shit because that's mostly you. This is going to sound completely effed up, so come at me, bro, because it's real. That's mostly you having an ego trip about how someone else might perceive you and having it bother your ego. Yeah, we're talking about ego. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. Like you're holding yourself back from putting out the story that you need to put out that will help people watch you go through what you're going through, and you're tripping over some jacked up comment that somebody might throw at you, or somebody might say you too ugly, or you too old, or you too bald, or you too beard. Wait, that's me. You know what I mean? Like, really though, you're going to trip out about something some people you don't even know might say about you. Like, put that into perspective to real, actual, like, deep battles that people are suffering through every day. That's just an ego trip, fam. You know? So, yeah. I mean, yeah, it was amazing to see the community come together. It was extremely heartwarming, but it was also extremely grounding. Like, I consider myself pretty mindful and pretty insightful to what's going on, but yo, even that made me recalculate. That made me recalculate, like, what the F are you seriously doing, fam? You know, it's crazy, bruh. It's crazy. Somewhere between that situation and also going through Lita with the whole, not what I expected. You know, I thought it was going to be something different, but hey, even that, I'm there for it. You know, getting to meet some of my people a little bit deeper and stuff like that. Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, let me say hi to some of the fam. Y'all are sliding in while I was soapboxing. Thank you, Serenity Journey, for putting me on one of my doc rants. You know I do that. I'm sorry, people. Coffee Talkie Tech, what it do, fam? He has the recipe, bald, bearded, and bespectacled. That is the recipe for success. Corey and El Marie. What's up, family? Good to see you guys here. LBC branding. Michelle, I'm going to need you to pick a Tuesday or a Saturday and be off and schedule your slot. We are ready for your debut. Stop slacking. Mr. Kevin, good to see you. Man, after party with Kurt yesterday was pretty dope. Yeah, Kevin? I'm serious. Mr. Worthy, we're not worthy. Yeah, man, thank you. That was good, man. It was super good. Yo, my bestie from another testy, Mr. Ash Borland in the building. Yo, Ash, I hope you got to see my last YouTube video. That was straight dedicated to you, Sauce. That was seriously dope, man. And you've been just doing fantastic work. So you almost made me want to buy some white T-shirts. I don't know. I just thought about the plain white tees for a second. What's up, Kim? What is it now? Tara Gill. What's up, Booch? Good to see you, Mom. Wait, did I pronounce that right? I can do. If it was Japanese, I would have nailed it. You know how it is. Hey, there you go, JD. What's up, family? Appreciate you, bruh. Appreciate you. Good to see you uplifting for purpose, family. You know that's how it is, right? Right. Ash Borland with the heater. Camera shyness is shit. Wait. There you go. The other day, I was on Twit, so I turned down all of my Rodecaster Pro sounds to make sure that I didn't accidentally press it, and Leo look at me like, what the exact heck are you doing? Wixie in the building. What's up, Victor? You know, Victor's super funny, man. When we were having our lives inside the group, I think Callie and a couple other people, they say it as Shisa, and as you know, the other half of the family is Okinawan. So for us, that's the lion dog things that you see on everybody's houses in Okinawa. So when I kept hearing it, I was just like, having family flashbacks. Man, anyway, Sherwood, good to see you here, man. It's been a minute, but thank you for your insights, always. Dr. E, what's crack-a-lacking? Uh-oh. Let's see, said the blind man. Actually, let's go like that, and then go like that, and then, hey. Oh, I can't do it because of this, so let's hide that. Okay, now it's in the center. Thank you. Put that back. Okay. Yes. I mean, right, you work in the hospital, so you get to see it. I think, Michelle, this may sound crazy, but I think both of us, having worked in hospitals for a long time, gave us a total different perspective. I was going to say respective. This is me tripping. Gave us a whole different perspective of the kind of things that our friends and family act like is going to melt the house. And we like, man, come to work with me for a couple hours and you'll see what melting house looks like. I think that really did. And because I did it at such a young age because of the military, I think that set me on the don't give a F about stupid stuff mentality a long time ago. Because, I mean, Michelle works in nursing, so she's seen it before. Bro, as a paramedic, having to take a child and try to resuscitate them after a SIDS battle with brand new parents that, like, you just know minutes before they walked in that room and saw their kid, like, lifeless, where this was the jewel. This was their whole new beginning. They were starting a new life. They were, like, super excited, And to see the look on their face when you have to explain to them that SIDS is SIDS, right? It's, not to be gloom or whatever. It's a sudden infant death syndrome. It's just something that happens. It's a perspective adjuster real quick. You know what I mean? Worrying about like, oh, I don't think, some female likes me or whatever. And then I go on a run and I got to hand some parent their kid and tell them like, sorry, we got to call this. And, there's no way to get off of work and then go back to worrying about if Michelle going to call me back. Like, nah. And it's like, yo, life is short, bro. So I'm sorry I'm such an a-hole about pestering you guys about it, but it's facts. You know what I mean? It's just pure facts. So I think I'm more bent out recently because I recently lost 3 close friends. So I think I'm more bent on it than ever recently because I can't stand to see you guys get twisted over the small stuff. As Miss D says constantly, stop majoring in the minor, bro. There's like real things out here we got to deal with. Oh, thank you, Steve. Worthy. Damn, we not worthy. I had to realize no one cares about my ego or my fears to go on camera. I'm not that important, for real, for real. Bro, thank you, Worthy. That, my friend, is valuable.
I'm just keeping it real.
Talking about Leonard the other day got me wanting some malasadas. Yeah, right? Even me, like, I normally living here, I'll eat them when someone gets it, but I will not stand in that line unless you catch it like right before they close or right when they open. That line is silly. Holy goodness, Sherwin, I forgot you know about these things. What's up, Jerry? Good to see you here, boss man. Plain white tea. Thank you, Michelle. Love you. Oh, there you go. All right. It's Italian. Aloha shalom. Rabbi David, good to see you here, boss man. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's the one, bro. I'm telling you, that was all you. I appreciate you. Howie, you don't even know. This morning when the twins were doing their thing and they passed by this bunch of cables that were balled up, I had a small little, whoa. No, you never bad, girl. You all G. Right? I think that is the truth. You know, SJ, we were talking about this the other day. It might have been on D's stream. We were talking about people really have to get rid of that word or use it in better context. Like, nothing really grows without some discomfort, right? I mean, you think about this, right? All the moms in the building, they already know. Trust me, when your big nugget came out, it was the worst pain in her life, but also the best thing, right? Well, not my mom. When she got to me, she was over me. She was like, that little turd. I'm joking. You gotta know that when a baby chicken is born, they gotta crack a shell, right? When the sprout comes out of a seed, the seed has to crack. Like, most forms of growth require some pain. Even to get bigger muscles, you got to hurt them first and rip them. And as they repair themselves, they become bigger. So if you want to look like Dwayne, you got to rip a lot of muscle, right? And then learn to smolder. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a thing. So yeah, the idea of comfort is something that everybody is striving for. Makes about as much sense as screen doors on the submarine to me. Like, you need to be uncomfortable, right? As get comfortable with being uncomfortable, like you said, right? That is important. Miss Eileen, now she's here. I can't say any bad words, right? There you go, bro. You know exactly. Right. Thank you, SJ. Thank you for that. Now I got to behave myself. Facts are never overrated. Thank you, brother. If you're willing to take the actions needed, in other words, if you're willing to put up with your situation, then that's all the life you've chosen. Life is waiting for you to finally show up. Hey, man, see, I told you guys, Jerry don't say much, but when Jerry says, I'm going to start calling Jerry E.F. Hutton. That's going to be your new name, Jerry. You're going to be E.F. Hutton. And then all you young people look it up because the old people know. Speaking of old people, I seen Rob out the corner of my eye somewhere. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't that put things in perspective? I guess it's different too. Like, when we get older, it starts to happen more and more and more. So it's even more of a slap in the face because you get it a couple times a year, right? And it's only going to get higher as we get older. So that's crazy. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate you. Oi, what's up, Mr. Brock? Man, how did I do that? I pressed Brock and Eileen came back. Good to see you. Greg, man, I love the new hair in the other avatar. That is so fire. Seriously, bro. What's up, Kevy Kev? Thank you for that. Sorry. Sorry. No, today is going to be mostly ranty, so don't worry about it. Actually, coffee talk, I know a lot because I live here. Yeah, there's a lot. But still, it's kind of common. If you haven't learned anything, and thank you, I say that too, G. Like, you know, one of the dopest things to me to help things anchor in my head. Like, say we learned something. Like, okay, you were there earlier. We learned about the new overlays and stuff that we're bringing in the Ecamm, right? There will be some people when it releases to the public that will be like, oh man, it just got more difficult. It's like harder. Oh, I don't know like how I'm ever going to learn Ecamm because it just got harder, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, everything they put in wasn't like K and G just woke up today and be like, hey, let's just go mess with the program. No, folks asked for that. Like, so many people asked for those changes, and now we have those changes. There will literally be people that complain that it's getting harder. But if you learn something today, like, first of all, let's say we got 12 new features. I think it's like 20 something, but let's just say we got 12 new features or updates. Put that on your calendar to squeeze out one a day. We'll just take off Wednesday. So, 6 days a week, you learn one. 1 day a week you take off. In 2 weeks' time, you have learned the entire thing. But if you also, the day you learn one of those features, you turn around and teach it to 3 people, you'll never forget it, ever. Like, that's just the way it works. So that's why knowledge is intended to be shared, not held, right? It's intended to be shared. So that's just one of those things. Rafi, the beta came out today, so you can jump in the group and download the beta. And trust me, fam, it is dope. So yeah, go in the beta group and pull out the new 3.9 beta. It won't get released for probably like, I'm going to say a month or two. It gives us time to test it and beat it up and let the boys, tighten things together. But yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, it does. It happens too. But you know what? I'm with you, Eileen. Not a big deal. I'll take all the stuff we got today over fixing this. You know what I mean? Because, it is dope. Anyway, Rafi, thanks for being here. And Elaine, thank you for the coffees. I appreciate you. Good to see you. Wait, did Greg say something else cool? Oh, yes, it is so nice. So nice. Hey, we're going to have to fight about you having videos ready, but you ain't put them on YouTube yet, though. We'll fight about that later, though. Yes. Thank you. When interview mode came through, I was so excited. And I answered that same thing, Mr. Worthy. But yes, make sure you go and get the beta today. Right. It's funny to me, I am weird, okay? I am one of these folks that I feel like if I don't learn something that day, I cannot go to sleep. And maybe this is some false thing that I put on myself, but hey, there's worse ones out there. I'll take it. I have to learn something new every day, and I can't sleep. And I don't mean just like random trivia. I mean, I need to learn something valuable every day. So at night, when I go to hit the journal, I have a little section where I write down what I learned. Some cases I'll write down what I learned and how I plan to put that into practice. Those ones are better. I have to remind myself that. But if you take a time to reflect on something you learned and you give it the blessings, it makes sense. So think about this. Sorry, man. Today is just going to be random because you guys got me thinking. Some of us are taught when we sit down and we get ready to break bread, we're going to say grace, right? Some of us do it at the family dinner, but if we're by ourselves, we don't necessarily do it, right? I got friends that will say grace for every morsel that gets stuck in their face. Even if we go to get a snack, like we'll go to Jamba Juice and get a Jamba and a pretzel, and they'll stop and pray before they eat it. Like they'll give blessings to the nourishment that they're about to partake in, okay? What if you treated the things that you were taught like that? What if you treated the things that you were taught as the same type of nourishment that you would pray for that blessing or give thanks for that blessing? Do you think that maybe you learn better because you're adding substantial value to the lessons that you learn? That's the reason why I write it in my journal. I want to give substantial value to any dope lessons that I learn, right? So, yeah, man, you know, I'm not going to get into details, but yesterday I'm watching lead a video from Brother Worthy, and I was like, oh, my goodness. Fire. Write it down in my little journal. And then give blessings to Brother Worthy because he dropped some juice yesterday. And if you're in the leader group and you missed it, go watch it. I ain't going to put him on blast here because we're not supposed to. But just know, when you learn something dope, when you learn something new, right? When I get a valuable comment from like Brother Jerry or Brother Alec, you know, when Alec drops some bomb, like, boom, write it down in the journal. You know what I mean? And keep it going. Mr. Caleb, what it do, family? Good to see you here, brother. Like this. Random guy. Hi, everyone. Stay home. Yes. True story. So, yes, SJ, thank you for that. It is very important that we just understand the power and knowledge, man. Dan Quay, good to see you here. Kind of like the outfit, fam. That is dope. Yes, knowledge is meant to be shared. It's so, so good. I know, but I'm saying sometimes you got to leave a couple nuggets. They can find you in case you don't be live. Raphael, you go inside Ecamm, maybe one of the Camera Junkie or somebody can pop the link in. You go into the beta group. So if you go in the Ecamm Live Facebook group, then you can go into the beta group. I believe it is facebook.com/groups/Ecamm Live Beta. I think that's what it is. Actually, do this. Go docrock.live/beta. That'll take you right there. I think I got it working. The best teachers in the world are those who have went through what we're going through. Timely experience is powerful. Nailed it. I have been thinking of a concept that you just reminded me of, Greg, and I'm going to get back to this. Okay? I'm going to hold that. CC. Serenity Journey knows what's up. And bless the hands that prepared it. Thank you, Kim. Good. Mr. LSAO in the building. What it do, fam? Yo, last night was dope, man. I love those things when the brothers just get to kick it and talk story with each other. And, of course, mess with Tom. That was best. Last night, today, it was a whole... Thank you, Kevin. I think, you know what I'm saying, is what it is. What's up, Mr. Bluegrass and Bearded? Good to see you. FJ, what it do? Thank you, Mr. Fulgens, for dropping that link in. There you go. Thank you. That is good too, Brock. No, man, not the smartest guy. I think one of the things that's funny is the EST at the end of words puts undue pressure on the people that said it and the people that receive it. So I'm not a fan of ESTs. The bestest, the smartest, the greatest, the coolest, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Last name ever, first name greatest. So you're right. Like, you don't have to be the smartest. And you kind of sort of really don't want to be the smartest guy in the room, right? That old study of you are an amalgamation of your 5 closest friends. I believe that wholeheartedly. So if you kick it with a bunch of dummies, then you're the smartest person in that clique. Not good. You want to put someone above you as well. You want someone that you can learn from as well. You know, I think it's important. So I am lucky that I get to travel in the circles of a couple of like super dope YouTube cats that I can just learn from. And I sponge when I'm around them. Yo, I sponge. I'm just telling you, man, the knowledge that Daryl was dropping on Saturday was crazy. Boom. I'm using the previous beta right now because this morning when I ran back down here, I didn't have time to put it on. And yeah, but I will by Saturday. I'll be going live a lot with Anna and Fulgens in the group too, messing around and doing things. As a saying, Brock. As the saying goes, if you're the smartest guy in the room, you're in the wrong room. Holla! Yes. That thing is, yes, absolutes. There you go, Kevin. Thank you for that. I'm not a fan of absolutes at all. Which is funny because as a person who believes in specificity, I don't get specificity twisted with absolutes. Yeah, Marvin is getting deleted. Poor Marvin. He only had a couple days. Yes, beat Keely again. Ken, follow that link that Fulgens put up in there and get the beta. So let me go back to what Greg was saying because I had this idea earlier and now I gotta find it. Where'd it go? Man, I had it. Okay. He said, timely experience is so powerful. So I recently purchased the domain Creator 50 because I wanted to make content for creators basically 40 plus, around 50, right? And I think there's this thing that gets pushed out, and it got really bad on TikTok for a minute, and then the boomers came back and was like, sit down, youngins, let me show you. But there's a thing where there's been a lot of ageism recently, thinking about it. But now that I'm where I'm at, I'm like, the sweet spot was 40, bro. Like, if I could go back between, say, 35 and 40, because going all the way back super young, you're just way too inexperienced. You just don't know things. You make mistakes that you can't possibly know not to make because you don't have the experience. And then once you get past like 50, well, shit starts hurting. Sorry, Eileen. So you're slowed down a little bit and, you start to get cautious, which is weird because you were fearless as the younger you are. You get more cautious the older you are. And not always does that cautiousness come from wisdom. Sometimes that cautiousness just comes from being scared or being over-influenced by chicken shit folks around you, right? So I think that sweet spot is if you can blend the exuberance of your youth with the wisdom of your 40 plus and find a way to put that into your product, regardless of whether you're selling air in a can, you can gain a second bump of success in the second half of your life. I think if you can find a way to bridle the cherubic, fearless, just like go-getter, energetic, like all of the above. Okay, now, here's what it is. The pain stuff ain't going away, bro. We just old. But you know how to do the stuff from when you were youth. Don't come at my language right now. You know how to do it because you done it. Or you watched other folks do it and you were scared back then, but you'd be like, oh, if I could do it again, well, you can do it again. Just bring it. You might not be able to do the exact thing because your body ain't going to let you, but you know how to put the mentality there. So what perplexes the absolute living out of me is how many people get here and start yapping that I'm too old to study 18. Man, I will punch you in the neds. What are you talking about? You have 50 years of wisdom. All right, let me give an example. Clowning, semi-clowning, but dead serious. Sometimes you guys got to read between the lines. That's an old joke. I'll be dead clowning, but then sometimes be serious, okay? So I was teasing my sister Michelle yesterday, and I was saying, yo, she could make a whole channel on, like, executive, hey, focus in the middle, camera, executive training nursing. But in reality, Michelle, you're a BPOC, right? You're a nurse, And you're in an industry where we need to have more BIPOC nurses in the freaking building. So alongside your branding content, you can make a channel where you just talk to young up and coming nursing candidates from the BIPOC community and explain to them the trials and tribulations, because it's more than just a SAT test. It's more than just entrance exams. It's more than just studying and passing and doing all of the above, right? We have more stuff to add to the training than the less melanated kinfolks around us. It's just facts. It sucks, whatever. It is being addressed slowly, but it is. But there is an entire community that you could build and foster and allow them to move together. They can make moves like Jagger. And that wisdom can only come from you being over 50. Still hot as hell, but over 50. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by taking the wisdom that we've gained, but apply it to the exuberance of our youth and use it to try to help them. You know what I mean? So thank you, Greg, for reminding me about that. All I see is people talking about CBD. What the hell's going on here? Let me just go back and check. Okay, Fulton's redropped the beta link. Yes, youth is wasted on the young. That is for sure. There you go. Let's do it, Ken. You know I'm down. Right? See? Thank you. Okay, Aubrey, you know what that's about? When we were younger, like everybody told us that 40 was this, and this thing. But luckily, when we turned it, folks started talking about 40 being the new 20. I'm like, nah, 40, the pain is 20 with pains. That's a better statement. But all of that noise about how hard 40 was going to be was people talking smack to us, people telling us their beliefs, and we bought into it. Like there were cards you can buy from Hallmark with random conversations about such things, and then most of it was BS. That was some cultural BS right there. It's crazy, man, and I'm so glad we were able to, like think past it. Rafi, you ain't never lied, bro. You ain't never lied. That's so funny. Oh, thank you, Miss Eileen. I just reminded me I need to book my appointment. Birthday coming up. Someone was asked me if I'd rather take $1 million a day or go back to age 18 with the knowledge you have and live 100 years guaranteed. The only reason with going back to 18 that would be tough for me, Steve, is all of the folks that I met. Could I take my friends with me? Okay, I'm in. Could I take my experiences with me? Probably not, because you're only 18. Like, yeah, it's easy to want to retrospectively do some stuff, like not put $1,000 on the hard 8. But no, it's a different story. I know I said enough already, but thank you, Kevin, man. You know me, I get to going, and it is what it is. Yes, that is 100% true. The topical stuff has been really helping out with my knees, man. Trust me. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, bro. Come at me, Ray. That is facts right there. The last 5 years completely got better. Bro, I'll tell you this, bro, the last 5 months has been a game changer for myself. Like, it's crazy. It's super crazy. Man, it sucks to hear that. It shouldn't, but it sucks to hear that. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I don't know if you have time for that because you're already busy, but even if you could coach somebody else into doing it, I think that is dope. Or that might be the thing that allows you to step away from it. Maybe you just go into the education space, which would be less hours, and then you get time to kick it with your kid or whatever. Maybe that's the thing that's going to allow you to walk away from it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but love right there. Love you. Yo, what's up, bro? Right. So here's a good thing, and it's kind of funny coming from you, Dave, because you're the Viking, partially because of where you live. But that was the one things that the Vikings did really, really well, right? They took their knowledge and they trained it to their kids, and you had the orators that stood around and told the stories and made sure that the knowledge was passed along. Yeah, that's kind of powerful. Most people don't even know. Talk about Vikings passing the knowledge. Look at your calendar, player. You know what I'm saying? Thursday, Friday, Thursday, Thursday. Come on. Like, that's passing it forward. we still are influenced by Vikings right now. You know what I mean? Think about that. That being said, how's that NFC looking, though? Go Team Purple. Right, Kim? I think it would be fun. You know, what made me think about that, Michelle, is was watching Karen watch some of those videos. And, like, man, I feel like everybody in these videos is just little kids getting started. But, you know, the knowledge was the knowledge. But I think she would have rather seen, say, a more seasoned person getting to that level of nursing show up in those videos. And they just don't exist that we could find anywhere. Right? Thank you, Greg. Right? I think for me, it was about 45 or 46. Actually, I take it back. I know exactly when it was. It was 47. At 47, I was like, yo, I feel sprightly. Let's go. That's funny. I think you know why, Dr. Elo, you could try again right now because you have better knowledge of how to do that delivery. Also, the last 2 years has got folks understanding a little bit more about how important this sustainability situation is. You know what I mean? You could just highlight sustainable tech products, bro. You seriously could just highlight sustainable tech products. I don't know, man. I don't know. We should have ideation session one day. We'll just kick back, get some whiskey and ideate. When I turned 30, I was like, I'm done. I'm old. Now I'm at 49. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Exactly, man. It's fun. It's funny. So much cultural stuff is put around it, right? But here's what's funny. In Japan, you will always get asked how old you are. But they don't mean it the way we mean it. They ask how old you are so they can know how to speak to you. Because if you're younger, you speak up always, no matter what. Even if you think that person's a ruckus douche, you speak up because you owe them respect for having more knowledge than you have, right? And when younger, you still speak respectfully to them, but you can say certain things. So in Japan, they ask you how old you are because they just need to know what position they are on the ladder. But also, they give a lot of love and support to the elderly. Like, you treat your elderly like they're the gems that they are. I don't know where we lost that. I honestly don't. So, like I said, I have a thing around here in Hawaii where I tell all my friends, hey, we got to go back to being uncle. When you see these kids doing something ignorant, speak up. Don't just stand there and look at them and go, damn kids. Stop them and say something. They'll tell you to F off sometimes. You know what? Only had that happen once. Most cases, they understand. You know, they shake their head or they go, sorry, uncle, and then they stop doing it. I've only had one kid ever look me square in my eyes and tell me to F off. And then I had to remind him, you bad, bring it. I will fold your ass in one spot where you sit, you know. And then they had to think about it. Like, what kind of OG would look at me, young, sprightly, and be like, bring it? And then he changed his mind real quick. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know, it might hurt you when they tell you shut up, F off, whatever, but it's probably better that you address it than just let them slide. I love that about Hawaii. It felt like I was 10 years behind. Thank you, Aubrey. You know why? Because you understand, hey, life is precious, right? We're here for you, Aubrey. We love you. Miss Elaine. Yes, Eleanor Roosevelt. Love it. Beautiful young people are accident in nature, but beautiful old people are works of art. Fam. Okay, I'm going to screenshot this. Sorry, Elaine. I need that. That's dope. There you go. A lot of good stuff happens when you trust the gut. Mr. Buck himself. That's it. That is so sick. You're right. I was wrong. Tell me more. Thank you, Brock. Oh my goodness. Family. Whoo, whoo, whoo. That, my friends. Wait, wrong button.
How you like that?
The worst, I have a bunch of them, and you know I've been making video about them. But one of the worst words in the English language is I know, or I knew that. No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have just did what you did. Like, stop saying that. Just respect that you just learned something. So I like this, man. You were right. I was wrong. Tell me more. Oh, man. The family is coming through with the fire. Wait, my screenshot not working. Okay, if you guys see these on Instagram, don't be mad at me. But I'll try to tag you if I can find you. So make sure you're following. Oh, man. Cool. Hey, Aubrey streamed. Okay, now I got to go watch. Hey, Gigi. Good to see you here, mama. There you go. Uh-oh. We on that go pack go. Uh-oh. We got Vikings and Packings fight up in here. Packings. What the heck is a packing? Packers. Any way to ensure audio from Ecamm to Zoom? Loop back or mixer out back into a different mixer with that other mixer selected in the Zoom. That's about it. So loop back is the easy way. The hardware way is two interfaces. There you go. There you go. I would make a new channel at this point, Booch. I wouldn't do it on the same channel. But yes, absolutely. You have the experience and you've dealt with it, especially going into QA engineering and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it's good. Right? Her videos are absolutely fire. Tom, your elbows and your knees might be a little bit sore from that drum session yesterday, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Dang it, Brian, you getting me in trouble on stream today. What's up, CJ? Good to see you here. Paul Duncan, you're not late. You're on time, my brother. There you go, man. I'm telling you, I think that would be dope. That would be absolutely dope. Yes, James, you're right. I'm sorry, I'm in Miss D comment mode. Oh, see, I love that. Wait, dang it, right there. I love that. That is the bomb. Yes, I am. This is a true story. I also can make the scary face at times. Oh my God, man. You know, Elo, I think all the time, if I had to just listen to some of the stuff that was said to me instead of trying to think I knew what I was doing, life would be so different. Betty, what's up? What's happening? Good to see you here. Yes, Lubac is the answer. Jim, check with India and Tom. Actually, no, Tom has the video on his channel. Jim, you can go and get the link from Mr. Buck's channel. So one of you guys want to find that link? Hold on, let me fix this. Boom. If you can get the link from the channel, and it's Tom, he has 2 videos about Ecamm and Zoom. They're roughly, I want to say, 4 months old, but I could be wrong. But that will explain it to you all the way. Dun, dun, all the way. Right? Wasn't that so dope, Elaine? I was like, oh my goodness, I was there for it. It was so good. No, that was us though, right? As a medic, I got teased for like, if you go see Doc, all he's going to tell you to do is take Robitussin or Motrin, because that was our answer. You get the Tussin. Doc, I just got shot in the leg. Cool. Drink a bottle of Tussin. There you are, Tom. You have the integrity. That is the thing. You would be dope because you have the integrity. That's just, you had half the battle squared away. What's up, Spinks? Good to see you here. And Tom has the link. So, Jim, check this link right here. Tom just put it in the channel, and that will help you figure out your setup and then get it together. Hey, Dr. Elo, I was in the shower, and I had my podcast thing going, and it finished one podcast, and then it jumped over to the Hive podcast, and it was like, hi, I'm Jared Spink. Today, our guest is going to be Dr. Elo. And I was like, what? Oh, hey, girl, hey. Ooh. So, congratulations on that. Give the drummer some. You know, I think of that Dance to the Drummer's Beat song. Seriously, one of the dopest songs that not a lot of folks know about unless you're like hella old. Let's dance. Dance to the drummer's beat. It's one of my favorite, like, bust out at a party when nobody's expecting it tracks. That is it. Gang, so I don't know, it's supposed to be Q&A, but it was mostly like mindset dodging type oriented stuff. But I just think that the most important thing you guys can do right now, no matter where you are in your journey, no matter whether you're just getting started or you've been at it for a while or you're doing something, start to realize that, hey, what you know? Oh, I was going to say what you know about Herman Kelly, but of course you know. Sorry. I wasn't, but I wasn't expecting any of them to pull that out. So when I saw that, it just messed me up. But yes. Oh, man, Kali, you can drop your questions any given time. Oh, Todd came through with the surprise. All right, there's another one that knows about it. All right, I take it back. I'm going to drink my water while I wait for Kali to type her question. While she's typing her question, I'm going to play this promo real quick. Oh, wait, I broke the promo. I forgot. Let me find it again. I broke the promo, and now I got to find it again. Oh, will it show up? Let's see. New scene. And then click this. Is it in the list?
Are you ready to take your content to the next level? The live streaming market is booming, but with so many options out there, it's hard to know where to start. You've heard about doing live video and other video content on platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook, but you're not sure how to make the most of this or how this is going to help you with your business. You're not sure if creating a YouTube channel is going to help you get more customers or it's just a waste of your time. We will walk you through everything you need to succeed in live video with this 4-day immersive virtual bootcamp. We've got all bases covered, from choosing the right platform for your needs, planning an event, recording epic video content and editing it into something awesome, scheduling posts on social media, promoting your videos, and monetizing them effectively. This course is designed for everyone from total beginners who are just getting started in live streaming to those who want to grow their visibility and increase business by creating more valuable content. Leap into live streaming virtual bootcamp.
Boom. What do you guys mean you can't hear me? Tom can hear. I wasn't talking. That was just the promo playing by itself. right? Miss D can't be sleeping anymore. There's a new beta, right? The live streaming market is about to boom. Yes, it is. 100%. It's actually booming already. It's crazy. That stat is a real stat, by the way. Basically, looking at looking at $125 billion industry in the next 2 or 3 years. Let me cover David's question real quick. Give me 1 second, Mr. David. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show you this. So this is what he's talking about. This is crisp, right? So let's do this because I'm always curious what it is. They want you to pay $12 a month. So that's 120 plus 24. $144 a year for this app that is designed to do some AI noise cancellation, remove unwanted noise from both ends of your conference call, take out room acoustics and echo. Okay, so here's my thoughts on this real quick. I don't like these kind of apps because they always, I shouldn't say always, they tend to add a strange warble to your sound. Okay? So, if I was going to spend $144 for the first year on this, that means the next year you'll be at $288. Okay? Before you even thought about doing any of that stuff, here's what I would buy. I've said this about a couple million, 43,228 times, but I'll say it again. Because in the sound world, hardware will always beat software. Just is what it is. But everyone thinks like, oh, well, that hardware must be expensive. This one is not expensive. And every major podcaster in the industry, every radio station, every DJ booth, everybody who is anybody that has any microphones anywhere near production game has this joint in the middle. Okay? And sorry, they don't have it here, so I'm going to another site. I can't type, so you know how it is. But everyone asked this question. I've given this answer 1,000 times. Nobody wants to listen to me. We have people in the group that actually have one and can tell you there is no greater. As a matter of fact, I believe Worthy might even have one. Okay, here you go. All you people trying to get noise out of your sound, stop thinking about weird software plugins and all this other stuff and buy yourself a DBX 286S. Okay? This will solve your problem. If it won't solve it, it will lessen it. It's super simple. You're going to plug your microphone into here. The only thing I hate about this, because it's just old, so they haven't updated it, you're going to come in with your mic over here, and then your output, though, which we don't really care about in the sense, but your output here is going to come out in a 1/4-inch cable back into your device, right? So if you're using the Focusrite or whatever, you're going to come in with your XLR, but you're going to come out with a guitar cable back into the middle of your Nutrix connector on your device. Most of us have devices that have Nutrix connectors. Nutrix connector is when the XLR has a hole in the middle so that the guitar cable, aka 1/8 inch, can fit in there. That's the only thing about this I don't like. I wish it was XLR both directions, but this is industry standard stuff, bro. So like, this will make your life easier. When you find them used, you can find one used for $100 to $150. This device been around since Jesus walked in Nazareth, so like, there's a reason why it hasn't changed in damn near 30 years. Because it can't be faded. This is legit stuff. They probably have these in your church somewhere. So this is the answer. Don't mess with weird softwares like Crisp. Besides, I have no idea how you're going to get crisp into your Ecamm workflow without audio hijack or loopback or something. And so you're just adding computing power. You're basically throwing computing power at a noise problem, which will turn on the fans and increase the noise and latency. So, yeah, that's the answer. What's up, Heather? HR is in the building. Sometimes I wonder if Tom is in his room and HR is in her room, or if they're sitting next to each other on the couch with Ben and Finley, both watching the stream on two different devices. I don't know why that thought comes to me, but it does. Yeah, I'll go over it in the beta group. I don't think I'm allowed to put it out in the streets just yet. Even though it's a public beta, I don't think that's how we do it. So, yes, I will go into the group. Yo, Tanner so lit. What it do, fam? Tanner will probably agree with me on that 286. Yeah, Roadcaster gate is great. That was so hard to say, bro. But I do find it a little aggressive sometimes. So, yeah. Yes. No, that's the thing about the DBX 286S is I think all right, you guys just covered what I said. Never mind. I don't have to repeat it. I do believe that the 286 is a little more gentle with it, whereas the Roadcaster is aggressive AF. He has that's another. Oh, no, you're good. Because David has an MV7, but the MV7 does have an XLR, so that will fix it. Dun, dun. You find yours brand new in the box in the used market for $100. Damn! Wow, that's a good deal. That is a deal, right? DBX 286, that's classic unit, bro. And like pretty much most studios out there. If it was me, for real, I would get Avalon, but that ain't gonna come cheap. They got software Avalons out there, like the 737s or whatever, but that's not going to come cheap. Man, I had a chance to pick up Avalon 737 for $1,500, and I missed the message from my homie. And he was like, I'll give you first dibs, whatever, and I didn't see it. And then he ended up selling it for $1,500 on the gram. But this, I guarantee you, a dime against two fat boys. All of Keith's Grammys went through one of this. I put freaking money on it. Tanner will back me up on this. There's probably not too much songs you listen to on the radio right now that haven't been processed through one of these or through the software version of one of these. But yeah, this is the bombski. But you know, you guys keep worrying about your audio. When you start doing it right, it ain't cheap though. It just ain't cheap. Trust me. When you hear Rihanna and she hit that umbrella, Ella, A, and it has that little extra in the A, that was the Avalon. I'm just telling you. And I am telling you, I'm not going. Sorry. You guys know I got musical Tourette's. Elaine is telling facts. Boom. Wait, what? You can't. I was waiting for you, and then she just like, nope, out, peace. Yeah. That it is. I know. Thank you, Jim. See, this is why I keep Jim around. One, because he's right down the street, but two, he reminded me to remind you guys about the master class, which is coming up on, what is today? Tuesday? Oh, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, master classes, tomorrow. You guys are not going to want to miss this because it's going to be fire. It is going to be fire. Sorry. Burning. Dun, 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 dun. How many people are old enough to know what that is about? If you can name that tune, I'll give you a hug. artist. Give you bonus points if you can tell me the year. Don't Google it. Just guess. Boom. Here we go. Burning, 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 burning. Okay, DJ Right on Beat. Can you guess the year, though? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jim. I put the link in the description. Okay, if it does come up as a virtual mic, it might work too. But again, you're adding, and like you said, if it is, it should come up as a virtual mic. It makes most sense that it comes up as a virtual mic. But again, you're adding computing power and latency, and the hardware will always beat that. Always. Chip, what it do, fam? Aloha, welcome here. Thank you, Tana, for the super chat, by the way, in case I missed it. I'm glad Tom is here. How does one get the live stream as clear as both of you? Okay, after packet loss, it's about dialing in your camera. So the first step to dialing in your camera, which nobody does, is take the thing off of auto white balance. Just absolutely stop it. I don't do that. Yep, he dropped his stuff. So, after 1974 is exactly correct. DJ Right on Beat, you are the winner. I know you Googled it. I'm teasing. So, take your camera off of auto white balance. You take a color checker and you white balance with this. I know that my camera is representing the colors exactly as directed because I checked it with this, which is why you see in all movies or whatever, you'll see them bring one of these out. They'll video it for a couple of seconds. As a matter of fact, if you go find a Marquez video where he shows his desk, he has the big version chilling on his desk. If you look at the Gerald Undone video, he got one. Like all of us guys that know what we're doing, we all got a color checker. Rob has one. Tom's an audio guy, so he might not have one, but he also shoots on Sony, so he just pretty because, you know, Sony just be like that. Anyway, take your camera off auto white balance and do this. The second reason why you're not getting enough is just lighting. Most people understand, that didn't make any sense. You don't have enough light. So I'm going to show you what not enough light looks like. And it's not just a darker picture, it's a whacker picture. Okay, first thing I'll do is I'll kill the practicals. Okay, hey, not twice, once. Isn't it dope, Tom? Okay, first set of practicals off. Let me go to the second set of practicals. Sidus link. I think I need to figure out how to get the Sidus link joints on a remote button too, because it'll be more fun than this. Okay, all fixtures, and let's go to off. Okay, so now I'm sitting here just with my key light. This will be really hard to do due to the fact that my key light is a dope key light, but let's just try. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is what most people with wax signal look like. They don't have enough light. And I mean, I'm even cheating because my hair light is back there, which I can't turn off because I don't have a remote for it. But this is what most people are throwing at their streams and then wondering why their stream ain't pretty. And even if you look at I will call a darker stream like Jared Spink, he's lit properly though. even though he's darker, it's properly because he understands the exposure triangle. And this is still better than most people are doing because I know my exposure triangle is set to float together, but like I could come over here and hit the ISO button to try to make up. So what people will do is I shoot at ISO 100, but now I'm going to take it to ISO 800 because, you know, people out there telling people how to stream says set your ISO to 800. And I'm like, don't set your ISO to 800. Set your ISO to 100 and get some damn lights. But now that I'm set at 800, the exposure is actually, let me see. My exposure is right, but it's wrong because it's flat. Okay? So now if I say, well, I got that part, I'm at exposure 800 like some dummy told me to do, I'll go ahead and put my practicals back on. And it looks aight, but it don't look better than ISO 100 with a metric ton of light, like done properly. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to take me 5 minutes to put it back, but no, it won't. I'm good like that. The other thing is make sure, okay, wait. I'm set at 50 because I'm shooting at 24p, and then I'll put my ISO back where it came from because that ISO 800 is whack. I don't know why people be telling people that. But maybe you have to, if you have a camera that doesn't have, you know, good like Sony. Okay, now I just heated it and go back to that and then turn back my other practicals. Boom. La la. Sigma 16, A6400, ISO 100, 10,000 lumen, aka 10K light, 36 inches away, 24-inch parabolic dome, 1D scrim, not quarter scrim, hair light at 20%, fill light all the way across the room at 2%, just enough to add a little splash to the face. Nano Pablo tubes, 2 aperture MCs, and aperture B7C. If you follow that recipe, it'll be dope. Boo. Yes, that de-esser is truth. I think I might just have to get one. I have my Ecamm set at 24, Tom, because I shoot everything at 24. All right, Michelle. You want them to match, Tom, so that way your Ecamm doesn't have to work. I know you got an M1, so the M1 can swing it, but it's better that they're all the same so Ecamm's not working to do anything crazy. Oh, he got an AFX 230 and the DBX. Damn, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, just find a used one, bro. When you find a used one, you can get one for like 15. It just, I don't know, it's just warmer. The modeling software is dope, but yeah, it's the same. It's the same. True story, Rafi. Rafi is there. Yeah, that's why the vocals is so different then too, right? The software stuff, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I can hear the clipping. It's funny. Man, you want to hear something dope? If you got Apple and you got Apple Music and you got something that will process the lossless, even if it's not your swing, listen to Tom Sawyer on spatial audio on Apple Music. Bruh, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And so, well, you got to make sure the frame. I set everything to whatever the frame rate of the Xbox is coming in on. Also, I don't know if you asked me this the last time. I forgot. What computer are you rocking with? ZVE10. Boom. That's the answer. For the price right now, ZV-E10 is going to be hard to F with. I will tell you guys on August 24th. You'll know. Right? Jared, both of us shoot in what we would call like darker sets, but I think they have no idea how much light on is in here. Like there's a lot of light in here, even though we both shoot at what I would call darker sets. Yeah. Tom got 18 lights. Correct my math, Tom. I want to say it's 18 lights. It might be 19. Come off of autofocus too. That might help. Right now, my autofocus is doing something weird, so I haven't had a chance to play with it. But again, you can just cheat and go like this on the remote, and then take it off of autofocus, and then I never even use it until I'm doing product shows, and then just stay here. Then you're good. You know, that'll help too. You might just have a machine problem. What is the machine? Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, it's, dude, a lot of these, I'm not even going to, I have to start calling out people that I'm supposed to be nice to, but they're telling people like set their ISO at 800. I'm like, what are you, high? You don't set your ISO at 800. Yeah, the Sony ISO 800 looks dope, but no, still don't. No, just don't. Ugh. Yeah, you can see the noise in the shadow, right? I like ISO 100. Yo, honestly, if I was going to bust out my A7, I'd set the ISO to 50. I BS you not. Tom, you should make them match. That is directly from Ken and Glenn. You need a new camera is what you need. No, I'm joking. Get a Sigma 16. It's so hard to be killing that. Oh my God, Loria did the whole thing talking about 4K yesterday, and everybody was mad at me, but I'm still say stream at 4K. But you're in a desert, so your bandwidth might not handle it. But one of the things that she didn't mention, and I forgot to tell her because I was in the back room, I could have told her. One of the things about shooting in 4K that all of the people that say shoot in 1080 just never talk about, I will display. Let me turn this background off. Hey, where you at? You're here. Off. Okay, watch this. I'll display what I mean. And I'm going to see if I can half do this. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Okay, so I'm going to set this guy at roughly 1920 by 1080. Not going to be exactly right, but you'll get the understanding. And I'm going to set this guy at roughly 1920 by 1080. So I already know my math is wrong because they don't fit. But set this guy at 1920 by 1080. And then set this guy at 1920 by 1080. That is 4K. So if you happen to have an image, let's put it on the top, like such, where you're streaming at 4K, and you need to crop into a section, I have full clarity for 1920 by 1080 inside the 4K. So I can crop to any one of these four corners. I'm going to fake it. It's not going to be good, but I'm going to fake it. I can crop to this corner, this corner, this corner, or this corner. Matter of fact, I'll just do it real, right? And I can get decent clarity all the way through. Right now, I have my focus messed up, of course, but the reason why you shoot in 4K is if you have to make any edits in your video, you got room to make those edits without having, this picture's blurry now. Yeah, the picture's blurry now because you shot that sucker at 720, listening to some dweeb telling you to shoot at 720 in 2021 because the platform will only display 720. Who cares what the platform is going to display? Your computer can record the 4K. You want the 4K. So at least, if nothing else, 10 years from now, when somebody says, hey, let's see that clip from when you first started your channel, it will look gorgeous. When you hand them that 720 clip from today, it's going to look like shit. So I don't know. I'm sorry, folks. If your bandwidth can swing it, your computer can swing it, do the 4K. I'm sorry. The reason why I think everybody keep telling everybody, oh, just stream it 1080 because that's all that people can see and blah, blah, blah. Now, granted, if you have bad bandwidth, stuck. That's nothing you can do about it. I get it. Xfinity is a turd. Cox is a turd. Spectrum is a turd. It happens. If you're in a position where you're here in America and you got crappy bandwidth, yeah, stream at 1080. You're stuck with that. I get it. Even the idea of the comments are like a little bit slower with the latency or whatever, I can't call it, bro. It's not that big a gap, especially as a professional speaker, to be able to handle the difference between the 10-second gap between the time I do this. 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. And you guys see it. It was exactly 10 seconds. It's not that big a difference in a 10-second gap. Like when we were on radio, we had 7. So I just add 3 seconds. So I get to stream in 4K at low latency. Can't do ultra low latency, but it's 10 seconds. It's not that big a gap. It's like, oh, well, my conversation isn't as engaging with my audience because no, sorry. The repurpose ability of this 4K content will go a heck of a lot further than you being uncomfortable with the 3 extra seconds of latency in the time you clap your hands and the audience claps their hands. It's literally a difference of about 3 seconds. It's not that big. So I'm sorry. I will say take this. If your machine can swing it, your bandwidth can swing it, take the 4K at all times, especially when nobody wants to hear. But I pulled up the stat like 2 weeks ago on the This Weekend live show. 72% bump in straight from television YouTube viewing between 2019 and 2020. 72% bump. Right now, I get comments from you guys all the time. Hey, I'm watching you on the big screen because you're watching from the TV. I watch Tom and Heather from my TV. Rarely if I watch them from the computer. I watch them from the TV. I'm commenting with my phone. I know it's not just me because a lot of people say, hey, I'm watching from Mr. Raleigh would be like, hey, watching you on the big screen. Like everybody says that because it's coming. It might not be here today, but future-proof do it now. Like, don't wait. Don't let people keep telling you, oh, when nobody's watching in 4K, they don't do it. Okay. Nobody was investing in the Bitcoin in 2012, but I wish all you idiots wish you had it done it back then. When you could buy an entire Bitcoin for 270 bones. I'm going to just let that marinate. Beware of false prophets. I'm trying to save you. Yes, it's going to cost you a little more. Yes, the bandwidth is a little more. Yes, the machine's going to struggle. Yes, so build up to that. But just know you are saving your life for later, bro. I'm just telling you. Don't wait to be there. I just don't understand it. And then the worst part about this horrible statement, Rafi, is Tom said, nice. I know, okay? It's a scalp light. What do you want? David, stop messing with me. Oh, yo, you got one for $75? Bro, get it, sell it in the Ecamm group for $150. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're stuck. That's why I don't. Tom, you just reminded me why I hate the ATEM, because I don't know why they put out a 1080 product in 2020. That was exactly the reason why I went back, because it forced me to do everything at 1080. I don't to take the internet part out of the question. It might not, but okay, wait. You also forgetting one last thing though. You still didn't tell me your computer. The other thing is, it doesn't matter what you throw at the servers. It matters at what the servers are handling, right? The servers, there's a lot of hops after it leaves your house, so you might be like all good in the hood sending out what you're sending, but their server still got to receive it. Whatever, you can try throw a restream in the middle, see if that helps. But yeah, more than likely, if your monitor is showing you everything is gravy, then that's what's coming out of the internet. Your monitor is telling you what you're sending. Two feet behind you is perfectly fine at f1.8 or better. Actually, f2.0 or better, that 2 feet behind you would be perfectly fine. Yes, Tom Sawyer as in Rush, exactly. Right, the lossless thing is crazy, but seriously, Tom, because I know you got those decent new headphones that you just got. Listen to Tom Sawyer on spatial audio, bro. It will make your head melt. Okay, 2018 MacBook Pro. Yeah, I'm not allowed to comment on that last statement, but yeah. I don't think putting an M1 is going to solve that problem. I honestly think it might be something to do with the server that you're sending to. Tom's room is like walking into the sun. Okay, it's 13 consistent and a couple other moves around. Yes, 5 is good. Thank you. See, Jared used 11. I'm at 11 too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I lied. 10. I thought I was at 11. He's at 11. Get it? Oh, no. Yeah, 11. I am 11. I forgot the bald light. The best way to put that is go into your Sony menu and go to face detection, not phase, face autofocus, take a picture of yourself, tell it that you are the priority and put it on eye autofocus. And then it will always follow the eye. That's it. But the other thing is, if you're not showing product, you have no reason to be on autofocus. Put it in manual. Just turn it off. Just leave it, put it on your face, let it see your face. There you go. Jared, that's because, you know what it is, Jared? We are like real shooters. Like, we shoot for like fun and profit. So we understand. And it's so frustrating when I hear people like, well, no one's going to watch it at 4K, so just stream in 720. Man, shut up. Go somewhere with that. Miss me with that. Check out Macari for the. Yo, yes, Macari is good. You can find dope stuff on there. In the crop top. Yes, punching is life, man. I've had situations where I've had to jump up to like 150 expansion on the Final Cut, and it's still crystal clean. I'm laughing at Rafi. I'm just going to ignore him. Man, we don't get 1 gig fiber out here. We just don't. I wish we could. I don't think it's that. I bet you it's not that. Okay, so here's one way you can test. Send that to somebody in a private thing like a Zoom call or something like that and see what happens. Because I don't think it's coming out of you. I think it's the server at this point. You have everything else covered. Pick a different service. And like, what are you streaming to? Twitch or YouTube or whatever? Yes. Good job, June. True story. Man, M1 Mac is game. There you go. True. That is true too. Man, I remember this is so horrible. This is really horrible. Let's say one of our local newscasters who I was like, damn, she is pure fire. And then 4K came out and I was like, whoa. Still a nice person. Great personality. Even if you send it to the server good, they might not send it out to the public. If you run a trace route from your house to where you're going, right? So I could run a trace route to studio.youtube.com. Okay? I'll show you what I mean. This might help. I don't think most people understand how this stuff works, but it's okay. The internet doesn't force you to know this kind of stuff, and they should. This is something that every person who does anything network oriented should know. But unfortunately, the when we grew up, it was something you knew. Now nobody cares, but it's super important because it causes people to just, I don't know, get all twisted and think that their hardware is broken. There's nothing wrong with your hardware. All right, let's show you this. I don't want to use that particular one. I want to use this one. Network tools. Come here, dang it. Bombaclat. I said network tools. Oh, wait. Go back to that. Hold on. I'm talking to myself, people. Ignore me. All right, here we go. So this is what's known as a visual trace route. I want to check from here to studio.youtube.com. What? Why can't I put in that? Oh, you're going to make me take out the S? All right, let's just do YouTube. Still going. Still going. These ones with asterisks are blind hops, meaning that security won't let you see. But just trying to get to YouTube from here, it takes 27 hops. Okay? 27 hops. So, remember that game in elementary school? I got to tell Tom a statement, and Tom got to pass through 26 more of y'all, and then finally get to June. By the time it get to June, it ain't the same statement. When you send your signal from your house to Twitch, it is not going from your house to Twitch. It is probably stopping at a minimum of like 15 places. And then it's going to process in Twitch's server, and then at a minimum of 15 places back out to Kathy across the street. Like in the same neighborhood, like I can send something from here to June's house, and we're like 2 miles away from each other, and I could probably squeeze 20 hops both directions, so 40 plus hops. So you are probably sending everything right, but it really does depend on what your server that you're sending it to is trying to do. So that might be it. What? Oh yeah, I'm on 4K 24, and I swear to you it works, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Gotta double check the manual. Yeah, I would have to send your logs to you probably need to open a support ticket so the boys can just check it, because it doesn't sound. I believe it's coming from the network, but boom. Oh, you know it. As soon as possible. As soon as I get that A1. Yeah, that's probably what you're correct. You got to remove the last one. So it was 20. Oh yeah, but I want to see if you can hit studio. Thank you, Victor. Maybe that'll work. No, it still didn't like it. It's probably the S. I'm assuming it's the S, but anyway, yeah, 23 hops on his end. Okay, it does work in 24, so yeah. That's why I shoot in 24 anyway, just because cinematic. Hey, I'm curious, Jared, if you're still here, what do you send it in? Because, Jared, your picture looks frosty too, fam. But yeah, gang, it's time to get. I want to remind you, tomorrow's class is going to be fire. Why am I zoomed in? Tomorrow's class is going to be absolute fire. Move your big melon, Doc, out of the way. Make sure you check this link out. Go to Ecamm Live. Put the reminder on. It is going to be straight legit. Like, you're going to want to see it. I can't tell you enough how just amazeballs it's going to be. It's going to be real. Super dope. Can't wait. Boom. And don't forget, Saturday, we got class coming up. Again, if you're not a member, jump over to Buy Me a Coffee and be a member. If you want to support the channel, go to Buy Me a Coffee. Or if you want to buy things from Amazon, go to docrock.live/shop. Yes. Also a reminder, all you streaming people, if you got questions about getting yourself a .live domain, holla at your boy. I'm telling you, it makes life easier, especially with apps like Rebrandly. Oh, it's just delicious. So, yes, if you have questions about .live, holla at me. I will get back at you. And yes, Descript is a freaking game changer. I'd like to thank you guys for coming through today. Today was fun. Got an opportunity just to kick it and hang it with the family. I so appreciate you guys. You guys rock. Let's theme music this joint. Where'd he go? See? Diana told me don't move the songs to the Roadcaster. I don't know why I listen to her.
City of mine.
Thanks, everyone. I appreciate you. You guys
The city
rock.
of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love.
Oh, I forgot to show you guys this
City of mine. It never gets me down. Yeah.
This coming up Saturday, gang. Saturday.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be.
Okay, wait. Pump the brakes. Come back. Miss Diana, you late. I stopped the stream ending because Miss Diana came late. So, hey, she probably just woke up from her nap with her little blanket, like, be in the corner talking about it's cold in here, but I don't feel like touching the air condition. Right, Miss D late in the mug. So sorry, I just had to pull that back because Miss D came late. But yeah, quick. Don't forget, lock it in Saturday, bro. You're not going to want to be late. Y'all got to beat Keely in on Saturday because you know Nikki is going to bring the ruckus. All right, love you guys.
City of mine. How I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. Yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is the city I met all my